welcome back to another episode of Weeble Slice.
So make sure you like,
Comment,
share, and subscribe to the channel. And yes, like the video.
Yeah, help us get into that algorithm, reach more people, some weebs like you, and, you know, give us that HBO special.
Have a brother out special if you don't already know what that is. Now, today we are back. Obviously, we have a series going on, and it's been relatively good for us. We've been really enjoying the series for this particular season, and yes, it's living up to all the hype.
Good. That sucker's great. You know what I'm saying? It is fantastic. Super fantastico excelente.
Yeah, that is super, super good. I ain't going to share a lot to you. And I'm going to say this. Let's just break down episode from beginning to end, right? Since this week episode started out kind of hot, right? Because he just came back from fighting the big old mage in the demon dungeon. And he basically, you know, took on all of them on his wing and his shadow crew. So he was like, oh, okay. Now, everybody that didn't know he was an S rank, especially after clearing the dungeon, now they really just found out he's an X rank. And now they put some respect on his name for real. So let's talk about how this actor thought he was going to get all the shine. Like, oh, the press here for me.
He said, I'm an A rank. I'm an A rank. Nah, bruh.
We not here.
He said, we don't need you to step back. We got somebody in here getting an assessment.
Yeah, right?
Nah, he was like,
and then
you know who I am?
Yeah, and then that boy Jim will come up and he like, hold on, sir, you can't be here. And you know the chairman come like, that's my personal guest. Go ahead and let him through. You ain't doing your job right. You should know who this is by now. Go ahead and let him in. So the other two guild masters sitting there like, nice to meet you, like everything, because they really trying to recruit him really bad. So he finally go back there and do his assessment, and you know the captain is back there waiting for him to do it, and he like, oh. So he let basically one shadow out. He's like, hey, they told me to report. I know what you have ability to do. And he was like, dang it, the cat is out the bag. So he just let, not even all of them, he let about, I say, a good 25% out. And he said, I can do about 100 some more. Because he didn't let any of the red ones out.
No.
Or the bears either, for that matter.
No, he ended up bringing a little bit more out because he only brought one. And they're like, oh, he gets summoned one. He was like, we got the report on you, dog. We got the scouting report. What's up? And then he lets some out. He said, I feel the power on the other side of the door. Yes. That's what the guild masters say.
Yeah, they was going crazy. Like, damn, I didn't know he was that strong. But one guild master is very perceptive, to say the least.
I think it was the Tiger Guild.
Yes.
I think it was the Tiger Guild. And pretty much he was like, man, he probably is getting stronger because he had put his hand on his shoulder and he said, you should be thanking me for saving your people in a previous episode.
That was the episode he just got done. They just came from the red gate.
Yeah.
And they just got done fighting the ice elves, and one of his, little you know, if you ain't watching the show, hey, I'm letting you know right now, he was like, one of his A rank that died is actually part of the shadow crew. Little did he know the whole time.
Yeah, he don't know. But he was thinking about since then and how he was like felt even stronger since then. So he's like, has he not just reawakened, but is he growing stronger? And he's like, that's a scary thought pretty much, you know, because that means he's never at his full potential.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I thought when he was like, hey, let me go and get you right home.
He said, I don't need it. And then he disappeared. And that's what made him like, I couldn't even follow his movements. I don't know what's happening here.
And then let's get into the second half of the show. I think we missed it a little bit because when he got announced, because as soon as he left the assessment, they started taking pictures. And he's like, hey, your brother's on TV. Your brother's on TV. And she's like, what you mean my brother on TV? Oh, heck, you know. What you doing being named the 10th X rank in the whole world?
Well,
South Korea.
I don't think that she knows her friend is actually, you know, going on missions with him as well.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty cool. And then, you know, his first love saw him on TV too. You know, old girl from the first
season. She saw him on TV as well. And she's still pretty much like, why you smell so good, baby?
Not even just her, though. I'm talking about the one that used to heal him in the first season.
Yeah. She saw him as well. Everyone saw him from pretty much that party that went in to explore that secondary dungeon. And they were pretty happy for him.
The one that's alive still anyways.
Yeah, the one that's alive. And you'll see that the captain, who was of that group, he has one arm, and he was actually in kendo practice because he felt that since he only has one arm now, he wants to hone his skills, at least with the sword, to still be of use. But that's neither here nor there. But it was a very good episode. And then he was like, since I became this rank, I could go ahead and sell this stuff, sell this armor, so I can go back into the dungeon. Because remember, he's doing all this to get the formula to make an antidote for his mom.
Elixir of life, yes.
You know, the elixir of life for his mom. He's not doing any of this for fame. He's not doing this to gloat. He's like, look, I'm just trying to save and get my family together because ain't nobody else gonna do it. You know, so every penny, everything that he's doing is for the sake of others. And that's what you really like about him.
He's so selfless.
You know, it's very selfless of him because he could easily take the money, take the fame, take the rake, and be like all the other ranks, demanding this, demanding that. And let's not mention that his homeboy who went to his father and said, hey, I want to take over the guild. And then Jinwoo turned him down and said, I don't want to pretty much be tied to anybody to do one specific thing. But you could come with me and we could form our own thing. And he told his dad that. And his dad was like, well, if you do this, you know, it's consequences.
That's exactly what he said.
Well, I'm prepared for those, sucker. I'm prepared for those.
And the crazy part is 24 hours later, his dad said,
well, I think that the part of that is his son's being exposed to Jinwoo, and since he's been exposed to Jinwoo's power is so great that it's having an effect on his dad, and going from there because he's like, well, my son's a hunter, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's an unfortunate event. But then you also have to remember that the ants are coming. Because the ants saw those hunters, and they don't go back. But we already know that ant fucked them up.
They kind of foreshadowed this in the last season. Like, we have to go back to Jeju Island because the ants are continuing to evolve. They're continuing to evolve, and a few of them started flying. Now they're like, we don't know how far they can be able to fly yet, but eventually they're gonna fly to our area and they're gonna come start killing humans. And they kind of hinted at that in this particular episode. Like,
I think it's gonna end with that particular fight.
No, the Jeju Island is going to be the last episode of the season. Yes, that's correct. They already announced that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So.
Beardo, that's his name. The ant leader.
Yeah, Beardus or something like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. But let's stay on topic at hand. So I'm pretty positive them two humans got killed by that ant, obviously.
Oh yeah, they got worked over. So I think this episode was.
I think it's one thing we missed at the very end though. When he went back into the dungeon, I think he went from shopping, like you mentioned. He went to shopping to get some new gear and stuff like that, so he can prepare for the finish out the dungeon. And this more was like a cliffhanger episode, even though it was a lot of backstory to build up the next episode. I think it was really good for what it was, and it's still 10 out of 10 episode. I've not found that episode less than a 9 this whole season.
Yeah, the episode was definitely really good, and we'll have to see because he said that we're on floor 80 and we still my people are dying.
So that's part I want to get to before we close it out. So he basically made multiple different parties of shadows to scatter the different floors, and he like, well, I'm keep losing mana. I see my mana go on the way, like they keep dying, and he actually go and investigate. He do a stealth. He's doing
a stealth assessment, and he's watching, and they're picking off the weakest ones and picking them off in groups. And so he's watching them, and he said, "I wonder, do monsters feel fear?"
Yeah, that's the part.
And you can see his eyes light up, and I'm like, "Ooh!"
Yes, that's why I was.
And he said, and pretty much he like, "I think I got my answer."
Yep, that's what I'm about to say. That's exactly what I'm about to say. The cliffhanger was when he was like fighting all the strong demons that was killing all his shadow army, and he was like, "I wanted to do y'all demons feel fear?" And he basically just that cliffhanger. I said, these motherfuckers know how to do a cliffhanger because I know what's going to happen. I kind of know what's going to happen based off the manga.
He's going to finish that. The dungeon's going to be done by the next episode.
I told you, based on the pacing, I'm not gonna ruin it.
Don't ruin it, but it's going to be good.
I'm not gonna ruin it.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Just know our boy going to be going crazy in his dungeon. Just know he about to do his Doug Dizzle. And it's going to be good to see what happens afterwards. I'm going to leave it at that.
Hey, y'all let us know down in the comments. Have y'all checked out this episode? Have you been keeping up with the series? And what do you think about us going back and recapping this stuff for y'all?
Yeah,
let us know.
Let us know, because we know Solo Leveling is like the number one show of the season. What do you guys think about our take on it? Because we basically do a quick synopsis of the whole episode in our own, basically own way, for a matter. And we just give our own personal twist on it. And like I said, I know for a fact I'm really enjoying this particular show and season, for that matter. Just like we mentioned in previous episodes over and over and over again. Once 11:30 get here, we're like, hey, stop what you're doing. Go watch the episode and we come back. That's all I know.
Hey, let us know down in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
And as always, we are Weeble Slice, and we are out.